Okay, welcome to the Divine Healing channel. This is like the second time I try to tape. My videos keep getting shut off. The weirdest things happen with my electronics. It's so weird. And you know, the other thing too that you'll probably notice is that my cameras tend to move. It just keeps moving. I don't know. I have it locked in on a tripod, but I noticed the past couple videos it's moving again. I just got to keep checking to see. It seems to be recording. It seems to be okay now. So I'm going to just try to go with it. And all right. So that's why there's so much out here, but it goes like this. And then that kind of went like this. So, I was asked to come and do a reading. I was just, like I said earlier, I was just minding my business. I was getting ready to just go watch one of those Harlequin Christmas movie kind of things. And I was getting these downloads about, they were asking me if I would just come do a reading, that they had a message that they wanted me to deliver. And they were just giving me different, anyway, it just took me a little bit, an hour or so to, get everything, to feel the energy out and find out what's going on. But they're talking about a hardship, relationship / forgiveness, letting go. And then the question, why? Why is it the way it is? And then something about self-love, needing to heal. And then I did a meditation because I'm like, what really is going on here, Spirit? What is this all about? And they said, so I did the meditation and they showed me an eagle. And I was like, okay, so when I see an eagle, that tells me it's about perspective. And then it turned into a duck. And then I could see the duck like gliding onto the water, like, when the ducks come in for a landing. And you know how like the water just like slowly parts in this very gentle way. Well, that's what I saw. And then, so I was like, okay, so, so it's like a duck that takes to water. And how, like, they just instinctively know, they just take right to it. And then even their landings are just like as gentle as all get out, right? Although they can fly, they spend most of their time in water. So it's like, back to that water reference again. Anyway, the eagle, it's like, so you're getting the perspective of an eagle, but yet you're taken to it like water. So I'm just like, what really do you mean by that? Like, what, can you explain that? And I heard learned behavior, and then I heard retraining / rewiring. So they're saying like the perspective, like learning how to fly and look at different angles and get different perspectives. That's like a learned behavior. That's something that you have to practice to do. That's where they're referring to that mindfulness thing. And then they're saying like the duck landing in the water, it becomes that way because you do a retraining. Like it becomes a behavior. So it's like it's like you just do it and it's just graceful and easy because you've done all the retraining and it rewires the brain. So so they're talking about how you're going to, hold on, interruptions again. Okay, I just want to make sure that it's filming. Sorry for the interruption. I know it seems to happen an awful lot. I know. Just trying to work with the energies that I have around me, fortunately. Sometimes it can be a struggle. All right. So that was the message I got. So I wrote that down. So it's all about retraining, a way to look at something. It's a way to, I don't know. Oh my gosh, here we go again. All right. So then after that, they were like, okay, we want you to pull out a couple books. And I'm like, okay, which book? And they said they wanted me to pull out Healing Words. And I'm just like, oh, you sure you don't want this one? And they're like, well, you can pull it out, but this is the one we want. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll see, because, you know, you never know how the reading's going to go. They might change their minds. But I was holding this one. They're like, yes, and this one. I'm like, you want me to, this mindful book? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, but you keep pulling this out, and I haven't even had a chance to read it. I literally have only gotten to chapter 3 on this to do like the exercises, which is appreciate your hands, and like you learn to use your non-dominant hand for writing. And I never went past that chapter. And I do that a lot. I buy these little books. I buy books all the time. And I don't ever really finish them. Just like this one. Like you'll see, I have it marked. With this, I haven't finished reading it. And I do it all the time. I don't know why that is. But it's just kind of a bizarre thing I do. Anyway, so then they asked me to bring down this deck. I'm going to keep checking, make sure it's recording, because I have been having god-awful times. Anyway, so it was like this all together, and I cut the deck yet again, and this one says it takes too much energy to sort through all the lies. And then I cut the deck, and it's like believe the lies, but it's in reverse. So whatever's happening, you're not believing any of these lies. You're not going to even try to sort through the lies, because you're done. So I think you're asking the question though, like, why did it have to be this way? Sense of belonging. Yeah, you don't have a sense of belonging now. Like, why does it have to be this way is what your question is. Not in high vibration. That's right. It's leaving you in a not in high vibration now. Capricorn could be you or the person you're dealing with. Yeah, because like, look, and then this came up, survival mode puts you into fear, a fear state, low vibration. And then this card here is about not in high vibration. So the person, I mean, maybe you were at some point in this survival mode and in a low vibration, but now, or you could be in a high vibration and the person you're dealing with is in a survival mode. But whoever it is, like this, there's one energy that's doing all this lying, and then there's in low vibration stuff, and then the other energy is just like, you know, I'm vibrating higher. I can't do this anymore. I can't be involved. Like, see, look, yeah, because this individual here, gossip is toxic to all. This individual, and see, call upon Archangel Sandifront. And that's funny because that came up in the last reading. Actually, he's been coming up in a lot of the readings. He's been around a lot. And then this one came out. Ooh, oh, goodness. Family needs you. Okay, so we're just going to get this started and find out what's going on. Well, maybe someday the truth will be known. Isn't that something? About lies and truth. So I think there has been some realizations. Yeah, look, rejection. Just a normal day. I'm not sure who's the one that, you know, maybe you've rejected this person. Or people. Because this message is for more than just one person. This message is for many, I heard. For all. Okay. Yeah, universe working for the greater good. Yes, they are. Synchronicities too. Well, okay, let's see what the message is going to be. So we know it's about relationships, separation, and asking why does it have to be the way it is. Yeah, see, some people were feeling suffocated. Well, feeling suffocated. Unlock your magic. Let's This one. Needing to be heard and believed, I speak God's truth. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. You were feeling suffocated. That like this? Yeah. Okay, Spirit. So what's the other energy? They will continue to try and put you in a bad light. All one-sided. A new world coming, but that's in reverse. So there's a new world coming for you, but not for this individual. Yeah, they're being called out for their evil actions. Okay, Spirit. This one. Okay. Yeah, this has to do with breakups, I heard. Breaking up, breakups, separation. Luna came out again. Someday the truth will be known. You want that, don't you? Yeah. New timeline. That's your answer. You're skipping timelines. You're jumping timelines. But that's normal. You waver back and forth. That's normal for that to happen. Okay. So this is it. Yeah. Follow your soul's calling. Look at that. I'm just going to leave these over here on the side. Angels ring bells to get your attention. You might be hearing bells. You are healing in your own time. Turn down the noise in your head. Working towards positive change. That's you. That's this energy here. You were feeling suffocated. You were with this energy and you felt suffocated. And it's because you were, you're moving around on timelines. They're asking me to turn this on. I don't know why. Oh, it looks like a bird. Well, that looks cool. It looks like a bird flying. And that's funny too, because I had that meditation. You know, this does all kinds of weird, cool looking things. I actually had a couple videos put up where it just looked like this. We were talking about like allowing the crown of your head to open up with light so God could pass down like information into you. And it was the coolest thing. I'd never been able to recreate that. And then the next video that I was doing, it looked like angel wings on the wall. And now it looks like a bird flying. I'll take a video of that and add that in. That's kind of freaky cool. Okay, that threw me off. What was I doing, Spirit? Shoot, I kind of got off of that. I went on a rant about something else. Oh, what cards did you want? Oh, sorry. Okay, right. I went right off. They want me to pull the. They're like, What's going on? They want me to pull out an animal. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way. I don't know why they wanted me to pull out an animal one, but we're gonna do that. They did have me separate that mindful book though on a marker there, and I didn't really read it. Giraffe, aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom. That's the one. Raven, prepare for change. Rabbit, see, you know what? And rabbit is like renewal. Rabbit is, oh, that was a unicorn. I never noticed that unicorn before. My God, look at it. That's beautiful. You know, like rabbits are like rebirth, renewal, like they, yeah. Okay, I don't know what giraffe is. They might want us to read that later. Maybe, maybe not. All right, Spirit, we pulled out the card giraffe. What else? They want me to just pull out a couple of these. Beautiful morning. It's about sunshine and being outside. It's about being in nature. This is a song from the Rascals in 1968. When you're feeling suffocated, that's what they said. When you're feeling suffocated, just go outside. I'm hearing you feel suffocated because you're vibrating higher and you're trying to fit in with a vibration that you've left behind. You've left that vibration. So you can't, it's like you're not going to, like, you're here, they're there. You know what I mean? You were here, but now you're there because you've moved into a different timeline than these other people. And these people could be anything. They could be your spouse, family. Yeah, just keep swimming. What do you do when life gets you down? That's from that movie, Finding Nemo. What do you do when life gets you down? You just keep going. Yeah, you just keep swimming because it'll help you unlock your magic. Yeah, you speak the truth of God. You don't lie. And this energy over here must have done a lot of lying because those cards kept coming up about, I can't sort through your lies. I don't believe your lies. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not believing your lies anymore. Look, there's 1212. Yeah, that's why they call it the blues. When people are lying, they're not being authentic. You live in illusion. Wings of a dove, see, and that's right from God. Look, it's a sign from above, pure sweet love on the wings of a dove. 1948. Yeah. Unlock your magic on the wings of a dove. You know, and I had that meditation about those birds. Keeps coming up about the birds. Be true to yourself. It's your intuition. That's the key. That's right. Be speaking the truth. Yeah. Yeah. Blessings. This deck is actually called Peace on Earth. And those are like the angel wings. See? But I use this weird powder stuff and it just keeps coming off. I'm going to redo them. Though that makes me sad. I have to redo them. But I'm sure the same energy will exist in the Dune deck as it does in this one. Since it is mine and Spirit's energy together. All right, Spirit. What's going on over here about these relationships and whatnot? This person's just an all one-sided kind of person. They probably are just constantly like gaslighting and 1, 2, 3, but it was in reverse. Stepping stone to spiritual expansion. Yeah, this person's not expanding. You are, though. You are. This energy isn't seen. That's the answer. That's your question. You're wondering like why. These are all the reasons why. Look, and elephants. Elephants are a big thing. Divine, majestic beings, wisdom, intelligence, strength, and protection, good memory, good luck, unity, family, friendship, and consciousness. Elephant in the room. Yeah, you had to call out this elephant in the room because you felt like you were suffocating. And you might even have been dealing with some of that. Of course, that comes in many ways. All right now. Baby, it's all right now. It's about love, but it's from the Free Band, 1970. Yeah, you know, you might have been with this partner for a really long time. You might have been like this family for a really long time. But nothing's all right anymore with this energy. You just don't want to do it anymore. You can't because you feel like you're suffocating. See, you're searching, but this person's not searching. Because here it comes out on, maybe someday the truth will be known. But this person or individuals at this time, they're not searching for the truth. See, and that's the thing, is you need to live in your truth, right? Powerful symbol of spiritual growth and transformation, love urging you to reflect on your life, trust your inner wisdom, and be open to the change. And that came out too about change. Yeah. See, the thing is too, it comes out, you are my leader, you're everything I need and more. And I am living for you. This individual might be saying this kind of stuff to you. Like you're my man or you're my lady. Like you're, you know, this could be a lot of talking 747. And we have 757 there. But this was in reverse. Angels and spirit guides urge you to trust in the divine plan. Stay positive and focus on your spiritual growth and inner wisdom. But see, here they're talking about trust your inner wisdom, but here it's in reverse. So this individual is not even like, that's why you're on different, that's why I'm saying the frequency, like you're up here and they're down here and there's just no way it's going, you're not going to be able to mesh. But you're asking, why is that? It's the answers for different people, and that's why they're coming up with all this different stuff. So it's a divine timing. There's been some kind of like, this is something that you've pre-planned. People are jumping timelines. Oh, and that's probably why the giraffe, because you're seeing things at a higher perspective. You're seeing things that other people maybe down here can't see. See that lower vibration, they can't see what you can see. So you have all this height. You're in a different, and look, that I didn't even see the symbolism in that. But when you look at it, you're like, yeah, it's a different timeline. So different timeline, yeah. And I'm saying like you're up here and you're down here, right? So, and of course the eagle is a different perspective. So I would think the giraffe would also have a different perspective, having such a long neck, being able to see above all the other animals and trees even. So, you know, for some it's a divine timing. So you want this one. Oh, they're just warning, leave well enough alone. If you've already separated from this energy, you should leave well enough alone, I think they're saying here. Okay. All right, Spirit, what do you want to bring up now? The character cards. Okay. Then let me get these character cards here. So let me get them. Boss. That's God in this deck. Okay, Spirit. Betrayal. I'm not even kidding, Yellow. Betrayal. Deceit, disloyal, conspiracy, broken bonds. And that is for some. That's what they've done. Lying, being deceitful. They were disloyal to you. They were doing some kind of conspiracy. Broke the bonds. Revolutionist, freedom fighter, pursuer of welfare and justice, companion of transformation. That's you. You broke free of it. Animal shaman, animal spirit, spiritual leader, and nature. Look, and it came up about being in nature, didn't it? Yeah, the first one. Yeah, beautiful morning. Get out in nature. You might be connected to animals as well. That's why you wanted me to bring out the animal. They said yes. They wanted me to bring out that animal. As soon as they saw the nature too, right? So animals are outside, right? Sure are. This person they think they're a genius, but they are not. They think they're the bearer of gifts and they have all this intellect and exceptional abilities, but the only thing they're exceptional at is deceiving. Not being authentic. Is that it, Spirit? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Composer of harmony, create passion, soulful sound, and celebration. But that was in reverse again. This person is just like, seeing that comes out on top of searching. They're not looking for harmony. Detective, investigator of truth. Look, see, this is you. The truth has been unveiled to you. You got the clues. Be true to yourself. See your intuition. You use your intuition. And you found out things. And you didn't like what you found out about this gang mentality, this underworld, transaction violence, criminal behavior. Shit. Brotherhood of the shit. Look, and there's boss again. You know what? This person took you for a fool. Ignorance, rashness, and impulsiveness. But they're actually the fool. They took you for one, being one. But you're not ignorant. You're not rash. You're not impulsive. You're none of these things. You're like this animal shaman guy. Like, look at that. Like, he's just like in his power. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know where the best. I think he's cool. Ooh, he's got all these beautiful cats, like rare cats, like leopards and stuff around him. That's pretty intense. And boss. Master of wealth, risk, investment, management, and leader. Yeah, and that was in reverse. Yeah. Okay, is that it, Spirit, for these? Yeah. Keeper of justice. Yeah, that's justice came out up here too. Learner, yeah. See, you're learning. You're learning. This is very good for you. Like, I know it probably doesn't feel potential and growth. Yes. This is okay. All right. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let the cards. They want me to read this passage here in the Mindful book. They had me go to page 146. And it right here, it just says discoveries. I'm just like, oh, what's this? And it says, suffering is everywhere. We see it in the people's anxious faces, hear it in their voices, see it on the news. As we study suffering, we can hear it in our own thoughts, feel it in our own bodies, see it in the face in the mirror. Often people begin this exercise thinking of suffering as an extreme and obvious forms. The death of someone you love, or children who are victims of war. As this task brings increased awareness, people discover that there is a spectrum of suffering, from mild irritation to impatience to rage or overwhelming grief. We are exposed to the suffering not just of people, but of animals as well. We see the suffering of those we love and also the suffering of strangers on the street. Suffering pours into our hearts and minds through the radio, TV, and internet. There is a difference between pain and suffering. Gotta keep checking the camera. Pain is the unpleasant physical sensation experienced by all human bodies. Indeed, all sentient beings. Suffering is the mental and emotional distress that is added to these physical sensations. The Buddha studied suffering meticulously for 7 years and discovered that physical pain is inevitable, but the suffering added by the mind is optional. Actually, it is optional only if you have good tools to work with the mind, and if you apply them diligently. For example, when we have a headache, we can think, okay, I have temporary discomfort in this area of the body. Or we can think, this is the second headache I've had this week, dragging the past into the present. That's what they're talking about. That causes a repeat of a cycle. I'm sure it's going to get worse like it did before, predicting and perhaps creating future events. I can't stand it, but in actuality, you have before and will again. What's wrong with me? Nothing. You are a human being with a body. Could I have, oh my God, could I have a brain tumor? ? Oh my. Extremely unlikely, but you can give yourself a much worse headache worrying about it. Maybe it's the stress I'm under at work. My boss is impossible. And then you have the boss here in reverse. That's funny, Spirit. Always trying to make it a chuckle. My boss is impossible. Casting around for someone to blame. We all know what that's like, don't we? Does our mental distress help cure the physical pain? No, it only makes it stronger and prolongs it. We have taken simple, temporary physical discomfort and turned it into a mass of suffering. So the deeper lessons here, it says, there are some benefits to suffering. If we never experience suffering, we would coast along in life with no motivation to change. Unfortunately, it seems to be that we are the most motivated to change when we are most unhappy. If we can restrain the mind from running amok, speculating, and disaster mongering, looking for someone to blame for our misery, then we can just experience the physical aspects of what we call pain. If we just experience it, actually investigate it, discerning, using your intuition, all its qualities, instead of it being unbearable, it can become quite interesting. What size is the focus of pain? Exactly where is it located? Above or below the skull? What's its texture? Sharp, dull, prickly, or smooth? If it had a color, what color would it be? It is consistent or intermittent. People often report interesting discoveries when they stop resisting pain and investigate it in this way. Resistance blocks pain in. So then they don't, that's how you don't. Oh, that's why you wanted the healing book, because when you do that, it locks it in. It doesn't allow for healing. That's why some people just like, they use alcohol or drugs. It helps them cope, but they're not actually healing or anything. They're resisting it. Resistance locks in pain. Pain locks pain in. When we are not adding mental and emotional stress to simple physical discomfort, the pain is free to change and even to dissolve. Suffering also gives birth to compassion in our hearts. After my first child was born, a new awareness of the fragility of life was also born, and I cried for all the unknown women around the world whose children had died. When we are in pain or distress, it is a perfect time to change the direction of our awareness from inward to outward, and to do loving kindness practice for all who suffer the same way that we are suffering right now. For example, when we are sick with the flu, we could say, "May all those who are sick in bed today, including me, be at ease. May we all rest well and recover quickly." That's putting out those good vibes. That's what they're talking about, sending out those ripples. They talked about in Healing 1% creates a ripple, and that if we all did those ripples, we could create a tsunami of love around the world. How cool is that? Spirit. May we all rest and recover quickly. In the same way that being sick helps us appreciate good health, as we become aware of many kinds of suffering, we also become more aware of its opposite, the many simple sources of happiness, the perfect eyelashes of a baby, the smell of the first drops of rain on the dusty road, the slanting shafts of sunlight in a quiet room. Yeah, that's what they're talking about, living in the now, just appreciating those small things right then and there that are presented to you, because each one of those individually are just beautiful things in time. Wow. Okay. So they're really talking, okay, what page was that again? Just in case I need to refer to the discoveries and the learning, the deeper lessons. Well, that was really amazing, actually, Spirit, because, wow, that's a lot to digest, actually. Because you know what, when we're in pain, we do tend to try to find someone to blame. Like, it's your fault because you couldn't stop lying. It's your fault because you're just so deceitful all the time. And, why do you have to be that way? But you know what? Everybody has their role to play, see? And that is the perspective that you need to find. That's the giraffe. I think they want me to read this giraffe. The regal and elegant fifth-dimensional giraffes descend to Earth from Orion, the constellation of wisdom, carrying high-frequency light. Their crown chakras are open, and this enables them to reach energetically into the galaxies to access knowledge and wisdom and download it into their energy fields. They stay connected with their home, orient through a ray of truth, and they then spread the light through the ley lines of the earth. And I was actually talking about how like those beams of light were coming up that day. I was talking about that with when they were saying how you open up your crown chakra and source can download that energy and that light into you. Wow, Spirit. That's funny that they had me bring that up. That's why they attracted my attention and created a bird with that. Wow, alrighty. Giraffes demonstrate that it is possible to look beyond the ordinary into the extraordinary. They remind us to view life from a higher perspective, and that's what the eagle, that's what I was talking about, the eagle perspective. At the same time, they are experiencing and learning about balance and coordination. They are very tuned into nature. I swear, Spirit, you're so funny. That's nature 3 times now. Sorry, I get excited. Okay. Nature and love the natural world. While their soul mission is idealistic and noble, their service mission, quite simply, is to trim tall trees to allow new growth. And it does new growth, I tell you, I swear, Spirit. Makes me laugh. And guidance here. When you receive the card of higher wisdom, it suggests that you look beyond the limitations of your current circumstances and situations. Continue to fulfill your daily commitments and responsibilities diligently while you explore your life from a higher perspective. You may then see things very differently. Internal change, inevitable, follows, and this is automatically reflected in your world. And that's what they were talking about, Spirit. Then they were saying to me about like flying like an evil. Oh, that's weird. Eagle, flying like the evil perspective, and that like eventually you'll just take it on like a duck takes to water, because it becomes a learned behavior, because you're retraining and rewiring. That is cool. Automatically reflected in your world. You are also asked to tune into your home planet in sleep or meditation and to connect to the ray of truth. Because you speak the word of God, because you speak the truth, so that you can understand the true wisdom of your soul. Giraffe wisdom reminds you to act graciously with dignity, serenity, and balance at all times, and this will enable you to fulfill your dreams and your destiny. Stand in your power as a point of light. Wow. Wow. And see, and that's why they were saying powerful symbol of spiritual growth and transformation and love. Look, and that just repeated that message, like the giraffe, urging you to reflect on your life, trust your inner wisdom, and be open to the change. It's all in divine timing. That's what they're talking about, that divine timing. Like it's all been designed. This separation of these energies that's happening for people. And though I'm the first to admit, I'm telling you, I know the pain is just, it's real. It's hard. You know, it's that hardship. That it is a hardship. It really is. It's really hard to find that forgiveness. But when you understand that these things have happened for a specific reason, and not, this hasn't happened to you, it's happening for you. And I know that can be really hard to accept sometimes, but having a big heart doesn't make you easy to manipulate. You knew and you didn't listen, because you have the intuition and you knew something. But just because you have a big heart doesn't make you a fool. No, it doesn't. If anything, it makes you quite the difference from that, trying to bring you down to their level. And that's what we've been talking about. And, we've been talking about that. You're here and they're there. See, that it's not going to work. And that's why, because you're going into this whole different dimension of timelines. And I know it sounds really crazy. You know, not today, Satan in reverse. See, not today. They think, nope, it's not going to happen. Keep moving. Yeah, that's the same as that keep on swimming thing. Wait for it. Ooh, what are they going to wait for, Spirit? Oh, what is happening? Wait for it. They're clearing a path. That's what they're doing. That's why they have to remove this, because you have to remove the old to make room for the new. So what's coming in? Nope, not that one. Follow your soul's calling. What's coming in, Spirit? Well, Capricorn came out. Capricorn came out again. So did gossip. Okay. So I think this energy might be coming for you. You're going to have to, you should really protect your energy. Because, yeah, bringing down to their level came out again. They're not reading the room. See, reading the room came in reverse. Oh, I'm not even kidding. Look at this. Highly receptive to positive and negative energies. Yeah, you know why? Because you have that instinct like animals have. You can sense it, you can feel it, and you're like, no. You just know. Okay, Spirit. Very good. All right, so what else? They want me to bring out this healing words book here. Yeah, so I guess what they're trying to say is that the question that you've been asking, and I'm sure a lot of people have been asking, like, why did my marriage have to separate? Why did this have to happen now? You know, because divine timing, you know, this is something that was planned. It's to clear a path. It's to bring in some new growth. It's for change. It's for you to be in like a higher love. It's for you to be able to receive abundance and higher love. And this energy, you cannot worry about this energy, because this energy is living the energy. It's living in the way it's supposed to. Like, okay, so I'm hearing we're all connected. Though we're all individual, we're all connected, and we're all on the same, we're all doing the same thing. We just have different stops. We have different, like, okay, I get off this stop here at this juncture in life. This is where I get off and I go over here, and this is where you get off and go over there. So that's why you're separated, because you could travel the same path for many decades together, and then you go do your own thing. And I don't know, maybe those come back together further down, 5-10 years down the road. I don't know. That does happen, but I don't really know. Everybody has their own story. But from what I'm getting here, they're trying to explain to you like all the different reasons of why, you know what I mean? Like, you cannot stay in this. Well, you could stay in this betrayal, but you're going to feel like you're suffocating every day. Look at this. What is this? Look at this big cliff here that they're like trying to hurdle over. Okay, so 42 and 43. Let me see. What is the name of this? Oh, Spirit, you're so funny. And they brought up elephant, the elephant in the room. Remember that card, the elephant in the room? This could be why. Not an alien. Sometimes when you wake up, or when you go out about your day, or when you return home, you ask yourself, where do I belong? Oh, and that card came up about belonging. You feel lost and empty. You feel utterly alone. Sometimes you are envious of those who are comfortable with themselves. They don't ask questions, even if their lives have no perfect answers. Other times, you are jealous of those who have found their soulmates. At last, they have a sense of belonging, and their hearts are safe. Where do I fit in? You ask yourself every time. You feel you have missed out on an essential meaning of life. You feel utterly alone, although let me tell you that loneliness is not your final destination. An empty heart is not your nature. You are not an alien. This world, it was also made for you. Stick to your truth, despite your insecurity. Heal your heart with these words. The world waits for me too. The world has gifts for me too. You are not an alien. Do not succumb to your fears. Move on. Wow, Spirit. And I just opened that book up to that. They get me to do that sometimes. Is that the end of the reading? Oh no, it's not done. Loneliness is not your final destination. You deserve love. You deserve joy. You deserve life. And that's what we were just talking about, how it's to clear that path for you to find that love, to find that, to bring that in. Every time you ask yourself, where do I fit in? Say to your soul, I deserve love. I'm a gift to this world. And one day I will be a gift of love for someone who will love me too. Exactly, Spirit, because it is all about that love. Wow. Okay, Spirit, is there another message that you would like to leave with? A spirit, a postcard. Postcards from Spirit. Alrighty. So, I guess the message today is, you know, it all happens for a reason, and you really need to trust, like they said, like it's all about the trust. It's all about, you know, people do betray you. People do like create, you know, you get yicky bosses. I mean, we all struggle with negative energies, but you know, you can't allow them to manipulate your peace, and don't let them make you doubt yourself. You just give yourself that self-love, whatever you have to do for that. Like I did a video actually that said how you do those I am statements. And you like stick them up here and there and everywhere so that you're constantly saying to yourself, like, I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am love, I am light, I am important, like all those things. And, you know, you just start bringing that into your reality. Dearest you, since you're on Earth, it just talked about like alien, that's funny. Since you're on Earth, you understand how buildings are built. Yes, a good solid foundation, yet flexibility too, in case of earthquakes. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it is built from a solid base, whether it be an idea that takes form one step at a time, or an actual house that needs a sturdy foundation, dug, poured, and built. We want to remind you of this because you might need a little encouragement to see this is true in your life at this time. Celebrate the fact that right now you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly, as well as do a general site check to ensure your hard work is being well supported. Do this and know you are building your life on a perfect and solid foundation that will allow you to welcome the many miracles waiting to come to visit. We're so happy for you and so intrigued by what you're building. Okay, Spirit, that was a really beautiful message, and I hope this was really helpful for someone, for many people actually, you know, to understand that, you know, relationships are hard, and, you know, walking away from this type of energy, it's not easy. You know, we all struggle with it, but, you know, the reason why it's happening is because it's divine timing, because it's a way to clear out this old negative energies that's been making you suffocate. Because when you think about it, you know, you were probably so unhappy anyway. I mean, this way it's going to create a change, like they said. Like it, you know, it's so painful that it forces a change. And change is actually good. We're raised to believe that it isn't, but it actually change. Everything's always changing every day. We all change every day. The earth changes every day. Everything changes. Anyway, so hopefully this is very helpful for someone. And I'd like to thank all the beautiful energy that came to deliver this message. And I hope for all the ones that are receiving and hearing this message that you now have some clarification, and that you can just give yourself that self-love and try to heal as much as you can, especially if you're dealing with energy like this. This is like very difficult stuff to deal with. And I hope this video found you well, and have a good day.